welcome back to my channel. So in this video, do not mind me dancing. I'm hitting the Quan, but I didn't want to just stand here like I did in my other video. But basically, I bought me some more land, whatever the fuck, and I ain't decorated it yet. So that's why y'all just see windows. Like, anyway, so this gonna be the story time about like when I used this old man. I don't want to call him an old man. When I used this older man for Linden's, like, he was like 28. He probably about to be 29. Like, bro. Oh my God. Okay. So when I first started SL, y'all, I did not have no fucking. I don't want to say I didn't have no money. Well, I didn't have money like that. Like, type shit. And so I was like, okay. My Abby was like kind of ugly. Like, not kinda, it was ugly, but at the time I thought I was so fucking cute. The whole time I'm ugly. And I don't know how, I think I was at the plug. And that's back around when I used to like be like, I don't want to, I think I was like excited. I don't know. I used to be nosy and I used to look at everybody Abby, whether it was a girl or a boy. I used to be looking at everybody character or whatever. And now I don't do that no more because I just be like, I don't even really be caring for real. Like, but anyway. And so I used to look at everybody's character, and I remember I saw his, and I was just like, let me add him. Like, that's back when I used to look at people characters, mainly dudes, because some females be, I don't know, sometimes they just be doing too much. Like, who the fuck is adding me? Like, ain't no nigga finna really say that unless like he's just being weird. Like, you just want attention. But I would have to get to know females and then add them. But with dudes, I would just be looking at their character or whatever and just be like, oh, like, let me add this person, whatever. Like, oh, he cute, let me add him, whatever. And so found him, added him. And then I don't think we started, like, not really talking, but I don't think he said nothing to me or I said something to him until, like, I don't know, like maybe the next day or some shit. I don't know. And then he was just like, oh, yeah, what made you want to add me, this and that, whatever. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I just saw you and I was just like, oh, dang, he cute. Really, his Abby cute. But I'm like, oh, he cute, whatever, this and that. And so I was like, let me add him. And then I added him. I don't even remember what he looked like because right now he's Abby kind of ugly. Like, I don't even talk to this dude no more, obviously. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know. He one of them type of dudes that be I hate people that change up their Abbies. I'm not talking about changing your clothes, changing your hair, changing your skin. No, I'm talking about people who be changing like they face and they change it like every other week. Like, bruh, just stick to like one thing. Like, why you keep changing? And so I sat there and was like, yeah, like you was cute. And he was just like, oh, okay, for real, this is now you cute too. And I was just like, whatever type shit. And then I remember he showed me to his well, he had like a condo or some shit. I don't know. He was staying on like a sim. Like, you know how like some people get skyboxes, like right now I'm at a skybox. Or you can be like on like land with other, I guess it's a sim. But like he was on a sim where it was like other people down the street got houses and shit like that. Like, think of it like a sim and somebody decorated the sim and it's like different houses and stuff, blah blah, whatever, and you live there and literally, like I said, it's people next door to you, it's people type shit. And I kind of don't like that because like, what if you doing something and then they could zoom in your house? I don't like that. Anyway, he had that, and I think he had like it was like a condo or some shit. And I remember he was like, oh yeah, I pay like 250 for rent, I think. Like not 250, he paid like 2500 for rent, I think, weekly. I don't remember. I just remember that number. And so I was just like, oh, okay. Like, at the time, I'm thinking like, ooh, that's a lot. Like, ooh, like he got money. Like, ooh. So then I remember we was getting to know each other or whatever. He was just like, oh, what's your name? Oh, I don't even remember his name. He was just like, what's your name? Oh, how old are you? Oh, this and that. Oh, you just started playing SL. And I was like, yeah, da, da, da. I think it was like my second month on there. And so I was just like, yeah, like I just started this and I'm still getting the hang of things, blah, blah, whatever. He was just like, oh, yeah, this and that, whatever. And I don't know how, but like he would be like, oh, yeah, you looking fine as fuck, this and that, whatever. And Um, I don't know how, but we just ended up like we was doing the do. And so I was just like, bro, I do not understand like people that I don't know because y'all he is one of them type of dudes that have pixel and like he be getting turned on like but he calmed down like what the fuck I'm only doing this so you can give me some linens like and so but he didn't know that though and so he was just like oh my gosh because on my Instagram I got my BTA he was like oh my gosh you fine as fuck this and that whatever. Ooh, he was saying how he wanted me. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay. You could come fly out to me. This and that. Sir, I'm not going to New York with you and staying in your apartment with you. That shit probably dirty. No, the fuck I look like because y'all. I wish I probably still got the pictures of him, but obviously I'm not gonna post them because the fuck. But y'all, why this nigga like he like 35 years old? He got a whole family. Like he looked like one of them. Like think of y'all know how people be dads and uncles and shit be posting on Facebook. Just that's how he be taking his pictures, and he got an Android. I'm just like, I mean, shit, he close to 30, but he claimed he 28, or he might be like I said, he might be 29 now. I don't know, but I was just like, what the fuck? And so, whatever. And sometimes it will be funny to me because, like, I'm one of them type of people. Well, I don't really have that shit kind of weird to me. But when I used to do it with him, that shit used to be funny because I would be like, ooh, let me look at all the different poses. Like, y'all know that the beds be having or couches and shit like that be having. So certain poses he would do, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, you like that shit? Role playing and shit. And I'd be like, what the fuck? We typing, but still, like, that shit was so weird. And then sometimes he would tell me, like, oh, yeah, I'm stroking my shit right now. I'd be like, what the fuck? Nigga, you stroking yourself to fucking pixels? Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, huh? And so then he'd be like, oh, this and that. Oh, baby, you already didn't effed me like 3 times today. Like, oh my gosh, ooh, this and that. Ooh, we gotta wait a little bit. All this extra shit. And I would be just sitting there like in my head, like, bro, I really don't care. Like, I just want you to send me some lindens. And then I remember he sent me, the first thing he sent me lindens for, I can't remember. I think he just sent it just cause. So I was just like, bet. And then the second time, I was like, this is when I found out about like little pets and shit you could like hold or like when you walk, they walk with you and shit like that. And so I was like, oh, I want one. And at the time, I was like, damn, this shit's expensive. I mean, they still is expensive. Them bitches is like 900, 800 lindens, 1,000 like for a pet. And so I was like, ooh, like I ain't had no money. I probably had like 1K lenders. I was like, well, I don't got no money. Like, can you buy it for me? Blah, blah, this extra shit. And he was just like, hold on. First of all, he the one that insisted that I should get one. And then when I asked him, I was like, ooh, will you pay for it? He was just like, I don't know. Then why the fuck is you telling me I need to get a dog or a cat and you're not going to pay for it? Like, don't be suggesting shit like that, huh? And so then I was just like, bro, please, like, I wasn't begging, but I was just like, come on, like, send me the lenders. Like, what is you doing? And so he was just like, oh, I gotta wait. I don't know. Extra shit. So I'm just like, okay. And I'm getting mad because I'm like, bro, you're bullshitting. Like, what the fuck? So then finally he sent me like 900 and I was just like, bet. So then I should have kept it. But I was like, I don't want him to be like, oh, so where your pet at? And I'd be like, I ain't buy it, like, you know, type shit. So I was just like, let me just go buy the shit so he could be like, oh, okay, like, you know. So I bought it, and then yeah. And so I think I was dealing with him for like maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't remember. But y'all, I remember he sent me some nudes. Who in the bro? Y'all know dudes, ladies. Y'all know dudes that be sending nudes and like, you know, like, you know. But he showed me like he tucked his thing in his legs and he had his legs tight. So it looked like he had a coochie. And he was just like, ooh, you want to see it? Ooh, you got to wait to see it. I was like, what the? Who do that? What grown ass man do that? Like, you are weird. Like, ew. I was just like, bruh, like, And I was telling my friend, I was like, bro, why is he showing me his Bucci? Like, ooh, that shit looks so gross. Like, it was hairy. Anyway, and so then finally, I think he showed me that shit was little. And then, he was just like, ooh, like, I really want you to come to New York and see me, all this extra. And I'm just like, yeah. And then my friend was like, my wife was like, ooh, if he gonna send you money, keep that shit and like block him, like, or whatever. But I was trying to get to that point, but I was just like, bruh, like, he wasn't giving me the lenders no more. He was, I don't know, nigga pockets was getting dry or something. And I was just like, no, I'm not just about to be pixeling. No, we not about to be doing this and this on SL, and you ain't giving me no lendings. Like, no. It's like he was trying to do the shit without giving me lendings. So I was just like, mm-mm. And so I was making it seem like I was mad at him, like, oh, I don't, this and that, ew, get out of my face, I don't like you, did all this extra. And like it made it seem like he did something to me. And so he was just like, ooh, this and that, whatever, blah blah, all this extra shit. He was like, I see, it seemed like you just only want to talk to me so I could give you lenders, da da da. And so I lied and was like, no, like, I really liked you, this and that, whatever, finessing. And so I don't know if he believed that shit or not. It don't matter, because like I said, I stopped talking to him because I was just like, boy, you ain't giving me that check. So no sir. And y'all probably like, wow, 900 lendings. I think overall he gave me like 2.5K, or he gave me like 2K. But at the time, y'all, that was a lot to me because I just started SL. Like, now, that's nothing. Like, that's nothing. But at the time, y'all, I was broke as hell. Like, broke. And so I'm like, bro, like, any little bit of chump change, I was happy to get that. Like, for real. And so, yeah, I talking to him. I was just like, ew, no. Mm-mm. And then, I think like a month ago or some shit, he randomly hit me up on Instagram, and I guess randomly was going through my BTA highlights and was just like, because it was something recent I had posted or whatever, like when I was dealing with him with the whole nigga give me the lenders, I ain't had them pictures up there, and so I had new stuff posted, and he was just like on some weird shit, like, nigga, I posted that shit like 5, 6, 7 days ago. Why you just now? Okay, anyway, and so he was just like, oh, you so fucking fine. When you gonna stop being mad at me? When you gonna stop playing all this extra shit, whatever, something, oh, I miss you. And I'm just like, no, get the fuck on. Like, boy, I done leveled up. Like, no, keep that Bucci over there. I don't want that. Like, no, ew. And so, yeah, I was just like, But yeah, and also I ain't gonna lie, I used to low key stay at his little condo, whatever the fuck, cause y'all ain't had no land. I ain't know how to buy no land. I ain't even have enough money to buy no land or pay no rent. So I used to stay at his shit. He used to be there. He used to be like, oh, you know, like, boy, I told you I'm new. But basically he would be trying to tell me like, oh, sometimes I be wanting to have friends over and I can't cause you be here all the time. Sometimes I would go AFK, leave my shit in his house or whatever, and he would just be like, bro, like, what is you doing type shit. And I would just be like, what? Like, I ain't got nowhere to go. What the fuck? I ain't got no house. I ain't, you know. But yeah, I was out bad. I know. But y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. Like, what? But yeah, that man was like 29 years old, a lot damn near 30. And he couldn't spend that check. Like, boy, come on now. Give me some L's. But like I said, now I don't really give a fuck now. But yeah, he be, like I said, the last time I talked to him, he was damn near begging to like, ooh, you stop, ooh, we should talk again, oh, this and that. Basically begging for me to talk to him. Like, no, I didn't level up on you. Like, and it's only been like, what, 3 months? Like, boy, get the fuck. But yeah, yeah. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this weird ass story time. But make sure y'all like and subscribe, and I'm gonna be back with some more videos.